Hey beauties, good afternoon to you. Boy, I'm not an avid football watcher at all. It's not my forte. And you probably don't generally find women. You'll have one or a few who will, enjoy the sport. When it's like World Cup, I will, probably watch it sometimes, if I feel led to. Let us say it that way. But there was a match, I think it was today, between Mona Preparatory School and Mauls Gordon's Memorial, I think it is. That's the name of it. I'm not sure if I'm calling it correctly. 46-0. So Mona Preparatory footballers scored 46 goals. So I was trying to calculate based on the minutes that I'm told, 90 minutes. So it would therefore mean that for every 2 to 3 minutes, the ballers at Mona Preparatory scored a goal. I'm wondering if, oh my God, 46-0. Oh my God, that is, I love Usain Bolt gone to bed, honestly. And when I say that, I'm talking in a healthy fashion, like as an athlete. Please don't take it the wrong way, because these days you have to qualify and quantify the things that you put out there. He's an amazing, I call him like a superhuman athlete sprinter. But let me tell you, the 46-0 in comparison to his 958. You're saying, boy, he come like a them break a record. 46-0. Oh my goodness. I remember, was it 4 years ago when Brazil played against Germany it was? And it was 7-0. Yes, these are more experienced people, trained and adults, and all the different things that would work in their favor. But good God. I wonder if, though, and I was saying to my coworker, boy, if even after the first 55 minutes, because they would have a remaining, 30 to 35 minutes, if they couldn't just say, you know what, obviously you can't win. By the time they would have scored, the number of goals, it would, I don't think, based on the whole adrenaline and the whole prowess and just the day and the mood, even if the other side scored, I doubt they would have been scoring, similar to what Mona Preparatory scored. Boy, I had two opposing responses that, one colleague of mine said that they should have just ended the match after about 15 goals or 20 were scored, or even 10. And the other one said, why? So are you saying that if I'm in my, I'm in my momentum, I shouldn't get a chance to shine, and so on? And I said, boy, I see the 2 points and they're both valid, because it is what it is. It's set for 90 minutes and you play 2, unless there is something where it's, maybe it's there's a draw, then it probably you get additional minutes. I don't understand the whole football until it goes to penalty, if it comes to a deadlock or a gridlock. But outside of that, boy, I think I would lean more to the one that maybe I wouldn't say, all right, even half the 46, 23. Like they reached 23, boy, I would say if they couldn't just break it and say, all right, guys, maybe we should just stop now. It's imperative that children learn tenacity. It's imperative that they learn how to take losses so that they don't become deviants in life, so that they don't become too despondent as they're older, because they would have been learning how to deal with difficult situation. I pray that this will motivate them somehow. It's a proper beating. It's a proper beating to them. Wow. Wow. I don't know what, I can't, even if it is that the other one, they really must have lost heart from the first 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm wondering if they weren't trained, something went wrong, they fell ill. I'm looking at all the anomalies that could have caused this, because even the defense, it must have been so weak for the day I'm talking about, that they couldn't even prevent a number of the balls from being scored. Because as I said, for every 2 to 3 minutes, it would have meant that a ball was scored. For them to get 46. Wow. Ooh. That's hard. That's hard. That is hard. Boy, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I hope the Mall Memorial School, they'll recover. I mean, thank God they're younger. If they were adults, it would have been much harder because, adults hold on to things. Sometimes even children, sometimes when they speak with children, they and they become adults, they can remember some things that happened, and, they hold on to it. I pray that their self-esteem is not so broken where they don't use it as a learning lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Life can really hit us hard. Murphy's Law, when it comes, sometimes, it comes heavy. I mean, I'm going to be confident and hopeful that they will learn from this. And just look at it, see all the mistakes they would have made, and learn how to be tough through tough times, through challenging times, and learn how to make a comeback. That something like this never happens again. I pray that doesn't happen again. Like a 46-0. If it even could have come up to 2, take them out of the 0. When they told me initially, I really thought it was School's Challenge quiz. I said, wow, that's sad. But when I said the football, I said, my God, that's hard. That is hard, I pray they survive through it. As I said, I hope they're not the type of children who their self-esteem is easily broken to the point where it's irreparable. Because you'd be surprised. Even though they're children and they're young, you'd be surprised that some of them stay broken. If that were not the case, we would not have the type of adults we have in terms of the deviant ones. It means that their spirit, as in attitude, their whole persona was broken from they were young, and they grew, and it was grown unseen. We didn't see it. So, I don't wish luck upon the blessings, best of blessings. Let me say it that way. They have a way of saying best of luck. Let me say the best of blessings. Blessing is blessing. I don't mean it in terms of I'm not qualifying it in terms of you have good blessing, better blessing, best blessing. I'm just saying best of blessing. I'm just using that, as a substitute, instead of saying best of luck. So, all the best to Mall Memorial. I don't remember if it's Mall Garden Memorial. That's the name of it. But, so sorry that the beating was that bad. I pray that these youngsters will pull through, and their parents won't feel too despondent. I hope somehow they're able to make their name rise and shine in a good way, in something, somehow, one day. We may not necessarily live to see another 46-0 again. I don't think so. We may not, even if it is so, not for now, maybe not, and definitely maybe not between the same 2 schools, hopefully. Parents, hold strain. It is hard. Children, you'll survive. It is a hard beating, a very, very hard beating, but life goes on. What are you going to do? It already happened. You just have to move forward. You just have to move forward. As I said, I pray a special blessing. All right. And ending on a good note, congratulations to Mona Preparatory School on such a feat. What a feat. That looks like when God says he blesses you beyond what you could ever think, ask, or imagine. I don't think if anybody can research all the football matches across the world from football was invented, I'm not sure they would have come across a situation like that. I'm not saying it has never. I'm just saying I'm not sure that has ever happened. I'm not so sure. So big up to Mona Preparatory. That is a celebratory moment. It is certainly a celebratory moment. Congratulations to you. You guys went out there and did very well, extremely well. Remarkably well. Wow. 46-0. Lord. We couldn't even score the other one. Them go and get in 2. Make them come out for the 0 or something like that. No, sir. Part of life, just part of life. They'll learn and they'll survive. Guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this message.